Awesome. Okay, so if you're watching online, you're very welcome to our business class. So today we're having our business class in school. All right. If you're looking for a fashion house to learn how to sew amazing outfits and also learn how to sell whatever products you're going to be selling, Grabe Fashion School is your best bet. So welcome. You're watching this replay. Welcome. And if this video is not going to be available, it's going to be available on our YouTube. You could ask me questions there and I would respond to you. You're very welcome. Okay, so basically today, today we want to talk about how to be visible and how to attract customers for your business. We want to talk about how to be visible and how to attract customers for your business. So once you are done learning your skill, your practice, you start making outfits for yourself, you start making outfits for your family and friends. Time will come when you will need to begin to sew for strangers. Time will come when you will begin to sew for strangers, because you can't keep sewing for family and friends. You can't make money that way. Some of them already have tailors. They might want to just support you by patronizing you once in a while. So that means you would have to set out for new customers, right? So the idea is to be able to set out, know where these people are, and try to find them, okay? So there are several reasons why you watching me right now have been struggling to sell on Instagram. My students are new to the field, so they are going to be stepping out of or stepping into the market with the right knowledge, and then they are not going to be struggling the way you have struggled over the years. Okay, so I'm equipping them so that by the time they are done with school, they are making outfits, and then they are, from even before they graduate, they are already attracting customers for their business. Okay, so I want to talk about some reasons why you can't sell on Instagram. Now, there are several platforms you can decide to sell your product, okay? Instagram is not the only social media platforms that we have. We have Facebook, people are selling on Twitter, people are selling on what we call it now, TikTok. What else? What other app? We have so many social media platforms. People are using blogs to sell. People are selling on their websites. So there are several means through which you can actually sell. But today I'm focusing on Instagram. Alright? Because Instagram seems to be like the in thing, even in as much as other apps are coming. As a fashion designer, if you are not actively selling on Instagram, it might be a bit challenging. Some people too are selling mad on Facebook. So Facebook, Instagram, they are owned by the same company, and the way you do things are almost similar. The only difference between Facebook and Instagram is Instagram is like a picture world. People are moved by what they see. People are moved by what they see. So when you're coming into Instagram, maybe you might be doing some crappy stuff on Facebook, maybe just doing whatever you like. When you come to Instagram, if you do crappy stuff, you get missing, you'll be swallowed. Because there are several designers, fashion designers that are doing extremely well already on Instagram. So to be able to break into that market, you have to create things that stands out, right? So one of the reasons why you can't sell on Instagram is you are not confident in your products. You are not confident. So let's say you have been sewing and then you're comparing yourself to one big fashion designer that's probably been sewing for like 10 years, 20 years, and you have just started. How do you break into the market? By being confident. Even when you make mistakes, I was discussing one of my students yesterday, she's here. Alright, and she was telling me that whenever she makes outfits, she always knows her mistake. Of course, we are tailors, we are our worst critics, we always make mistakes. So sometimes those mistakes we make us feel insecure of our products. I promise you, even the big brands on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever platform, they make mistakes. But they will not tell you they make mistakes. They will not even tell their clients that they make mistakes. Why? Because they are selling confidence. People buy your confidence. They don't buy your clothes. They don't buy what you're selling to them. They first of all perceive you, and you sell confidence to them. Once you're confident enough to portray your brand as the best, trust me, it is what you believe you are. That is how people will see you as, or that's how people will perceive you. Alright? So if you're coming into Instagram and you're a bit hey, I don't even know that they even like my page, or they will not even like my product, or this my dress, shades, something happened on the zip, and something happened by the side. Shade, they will not notice it sharp. You know, all those things just make you, and then when you're trying to write a caption, or you're trying to say something, because you're not confident, you can't confidently portray the value that you're bringing. So before you can actually break into the market and begin to sell on Instagram, you must first of all train yourself to be confident, even when you make mistakes. If there are mistakes that you cannot correct and it's not visible, why kill yourself over it? You move on with life and sell it like mad. Look at most of the clothes that they bring from China, they sell. When I bring it and I look at it, I'll be saying, we here in Africa, we're even doing good jobs. The finishing might not be as good, as tight as we do here in Africa. There are some dresses we buy, you will see that the lining or something is not aligned. But those people sell like mad. Why? Because they don't care. You want their product, they sell it to you. They are very confident. So you must learn to be confident in your product. Number 2, you don't understand the need of your customer. Number 2, you don't understand the needs of your customer. If you're watching online, I might not be able to respond to your questions because I can't see them, alright? But after this, I'm going to upload it on our YouTube channel. You might want to go and follow Grabec Fashion House on YouTube and subscribe to us. We're going to be sending videos there so that you can watch, alright? And then there are comments, there's a comment section in YouTube where you can begin to ask me questions and then I'll respond to you. So number 2, you don't understand the need of your customers. For you to be able to sell your products online, because you don't know these people one-on-one, you want to attract them, right? You want to understand, first of all, understand what is the problem. Okay, I want to be making office wears. People that work in the office, what are their challenges? What have they been facing? Before I came into this market, I'm sure they've been buying from somebody. What are their complaints? You want to discover what their problems are. You want to understand what their needs are, so that when you begin to sell your market, you're going to be speaking to their problem. You're going to be creating your products based on what their problems are. So the reason why you're not selling on Instagram or any social media at all is because you don't know or understand the need of your customer. Number 3, you don't know who your customers are and how to find them. So of course, if you don't know the needs of your customer, that means you don't know who they are. And before you start creating anything at all, before you start creating any product at all, the first assignment you should ask yourself is, who do I want to serve? Whose problem do I want to solve? Whose problem do I want to solve? That's the first question you should ask yourself. So I want to go into fashion. There are a lot of people doing this. Okay, I think I like this product. I think I would like to create products like this. So for example, I'd like to create products for those who work in the office. Alright? So who is my avatar? Who is my ideal customer? My ideal customer is that woman who works in the office and who is always looking for something that is beautiful and that makes her look smart, and makes her at the same time stand out from her fellow colleagues. Once you have discovered the problem of that ideal customer and you know who your ideal customer are, it's going to be easy for you to know the products to produce, to understand their problem and begin to solve their problem. In fact, the first thing you should even identify is who your ideal customer is. That is the first thing you should always identify. So before you leave, while we are training, while you're learning the skills, you're asking yourself, do I want to focus on making skirts alone? Are my clients having issues with skirts? Or are they having issues with dresses? Are they finding it difficult to buy dresses? Dresses that fit them very well, so that when they step out, they're not looking tacky, they're not looking unkempt, they are looking good. You're asking yourself, from now, right now, start asking yourself that question. Because by the end of your training, I'm going to be asking you where or who is your ideal customer. Because you not, of course, you learn everything, but for you to break into the market, you have to niche down Somebody has to know you for something. There are people who make only skirts. They are not competing with you guys. If you like doing red carpet, it doesn't concern them. They are making different varieties of skirts. Their own product is skirts, and people know. Alright? So for example, I was able to break into the market when I niched down. I was doing other things. I was making outfits for adults. I was making Ankara dresses. I was making ashwebi. Anyone customer brings, I will do. And I was just posting it on Instagram, hoping that I would get customers. But no, I wasn't. I was just doing activities. But until I niched down and discovered that, okay, how did I start making kids wear? I will make for myself, I'll make for my kids. And then when I take pictures and post, people will comment, oh, this is beautiful, I love this. Can you make for my kids? Can you make for my kids? And remember, by the time you define who your ideal customers are, that might not become that person you will eventually attend to in future. The idea is to start with somebody, start creating content you believe that person would consume, and then start listening to what they are saying. So when I was doing all I can, I'll post skirts today, I'll post jumpsuit tomorrow, I'll post trousers today, I'll post dress tomorrow, and then I will post dresses I made for me and my daughters. I will notice that anytime I make a dress for me and my daughter, people will comment more, people will ask more, can you make for my daughter? And I said, okay, let me niche down, let me start making dresses for kids. And then I stumbled into one page that made gorgeous outfits for kids, and that person was here in Nigeria. I said, are you serious? They are designers that focused on making kids wear, and they are doing excellent job like they are abroad. When you go, hey, come and see me that day. If you see the excitement, I told myself, okay, this is what I did. I went to that person's page, I scrolled. I'm not moved by, a lot of us as fashion designers, we are moved by the glam. That's the problem. And then you start comparing yourself that is just starting out to them. What I do is, that person that is already making it big, I will go down. I will scroll to the very first picture that person posted. I want to know your story. I want to see how you started. I want to see your struggles. I want to connect with your struggle. And that's what I did in that person's page. I went down. And then I was seeing the pictures of the work she was doing. I was saying, if she started like this, then I can do it. I can become big also like this person. One mistake a lot of us designers make is we go to social media to compare ourselves with other people. We don't go to social media to challenge our minds to be better people. We go to social media to compare ourselves with other people. We don't go to social media to challenge ourselves to become better people. The moment you decide from today that no matter what happens, whenever I go to social media, I am going to go and challenge myself, challenge my mind, challenge my imagination to become better, that's when we begin to grow. Alright? So the last one is you don't understand how your products can solve your customers' needs. So now you don't understand your product, you don't even have confidence in it. At the same time, you're producing, but you don't even know how that product you're producing is going to solve that person's problem. You see the confusion? They just say, this dress is fine, and I'm posting it, and you're telling them, come and buy. How will they buy from you when you're just telling them, come on? You're not telling them the problem your product is going to solve for them. So how? Tell me, how will you sell? You can't sell because there are other brands that are producing, that understand who their ideal customers are, and then they understand the problems their customers are facing, and then they are creating outfits that actually solve the needs of that their customer. Alright? So you have to find a way of dealing with all these issues to be able to begin to sell. You have to find a way of dealing with these issues to be able to sell. I'm going to be teaching my students how to deal with these issues. So if you're not in Gravel Fashion House, then you're missing. Fashion school, I mean. Alright, so basically, once you're able to solve this problem, the next thing you want to do is the things I'm going to list out now. So before seeking visibility, remember we're talking about how to be visible, right? To be able to sell our products. There are some certain things you need to do before you begin to seek for visibility. The number one thing is what I have actually discussed here. You have to understand your products and the problems or needs you plan to meet. You've got to sit down and say, okay, who are my ideal customers? You write it down. My ideal customer is Dima. Dima is a beautiful lady who wants to look good, who wants to be confident whenever she steps into a party, who wants to be the center of attraction. Or Dima is that mother that loves to brag about how much she can take care of her children, that loves other parents to look at. Are you seeing what I'm doing? It's psychology. You are not telling them, come and buy, come and buy. You are actually you're writing these things out though. You have not told anybody. You're just doing your brain work. Like, who are the people I want to serve? For me, I serve parents who want to be proud. Anytime they walk into the, if you like, let me dress in rag, I don't care. But when you see my kids, you know that I am doing well. Those are the kind of parents I attend to. Do you understand? So I know who my ideal customers are. My ideal customers are parents whose pride are their kids are their pride. They can wear one simple top and slippers, you can talk to them and they don't care. But by the time you see their children, you say, shoo, this will get money, oh. This will get money, oh. You know, when their kids step into a place like this, their kids stand out. They don't mind. They don't mind spending their last dime to ensure that their kids look very good. Those are the kind of people. So I understand my ideal customers. So whenever I want to talk to them, I talk to them in that manner and tell them what I tell them. I'm not giving my secret, except you know how to read my caption and understand. So that's it. You want to understand your ideal customers, what their needs are, and how your products can actually solve their problem. Alright, nobody's dead. There are people selling clothes everywhere. They can just walk into any place and buy. But the only reason why a customer can come to your brand and buy from you and stay with you for years is because you are speaking to their needs. You're speaking to their needs. Alright? So the next thing you want to do is create a conducive environment, which is your page. Alright, where they can comfortably engage or interact with. So what I used to say is that before you begin to strive to be visible, or before you invite a visitor to your house, you have to put your house in order, right? You have to sweep your house, arrange it, you need to decorate it. So for example, before I start talking about come and enroll for our physical training, I've set this place up and ensure that when my students come, they are sitting down inside AC right now. No sweating, nothing. AC, they blow their head. You understand? So imagine if I had done adverts and then you come. This is not me looking down on people who are actually working probably from home or working from a small shop that they can actually not afford. I'm not looking down on you, please. It's very beautiful that you have actually started. Your own goal is to now grow to the place where you want to become, all right? But the point I'm trying to say is before, I'm sure even if in your small corner, before you invite people to come and buy from you or to come and learn under you, you would have put your place in order so that it looks presentable and comfortable for your visitors, right? Right? Now that is how your Instagram page or your Facebook page or whatever platform you have chosen to sell your product should be. When you start doing the things I'm going to list out here and there are no pictures on your page. Okay, so I'm going to give an example. I recently put up an advert on my page looking for a personal assistant, a tailor, and a pattern drafters. Alright, and people slided into my DM and they were asking me that they were interested in those positions. The first thing I do is click on that person and go through their page to see what that person is doing. So your social media page is more like your CV. Nobody is asking you for your CV these days. People will click on you on Google. People will click on you on Instagram. People will click on Facebook to see what you have been doing. If you are not consistent, so for example, if I want to employ somebody and I go to her page, maybe she has not even posted anything at all and I can't really say what that person does. How will I employ that person? I can't, because there's nothing to trace you with. There's nothing for me to connect because I have a purpose for my business. I have a vision. Alright, I want to go to your page and see what you have done, to be able to see, okay, this person's lifestyle aligns with mine, or this person's work aligns with mine. That's what a lot of people do these days. So before you seek visibility, before you start looking for people to follow you, what you want to do is put your page in order. So if you have decided that you want to attend to people whose problem is looking for beautiful dresses that they can actually wear to work without looking too serious, but they look classy at the same time, you start making dresses like that and you're posting. Neat pictures, clean video. You're posting, you're writing your captions, arranging them well. You are not, this time around, you're not even bothered about if people are following you, people know you or they are liking you. You're not, that's not your problem now. Your problem is to put your house in order. When I rented this place, I wasn't looking for anybody. My own problem then was to ensure that the machines were available. There is a very conducive place when visitors come, they can sit down. I want to paint the place this color. I want it to look this way when people come in. I want a particular feel in my environment when people come. That was what I was more concerned. So there is stage. So for you out there, you want to sell and you're looking for this. You're even probably running ads right now, and then people come to your page, they can't even see any work, neat work that you have done. How will they buy from you? You will only be wasting your time and effort trying to be visible. So the thing you need to do before you start looking for visibility is to ensure that you create quality content that when people begin to now see you, they will trust you enough to buy from you. Alright? So then we are going to now go straight to the cocoa. The main thing you should begin to do right now to ensure you are visible. So if you have already done the work of putting your products in order, you have done the work of understanding your ideal customers, understanding how your product solves their problem, all right? And then you start creating content on your page, and then you're telling these people the reasons why they should buy from you. What your product solves, the problem that they are facing, you know. So for example, when I came here, I didn't just go straight to the things you should begin to do to gain visibility. I told you your problems first, so that you could connect with me. I showed you the things you're doing wrongly, so that you can listen to me. That is what you should do. That is the way you can grasp the attention of your ideal customer. By telling them what their problem is and how your product can solve their problem, not by telling them, come and buy. It's 10,000 naira, buy oh, come and buy oh, so that your girl will eat oh. All those things are a waste of time, it's rubbish. By the time you tell them what their problems are and how your product can solve that problem, you won't have to beg them to buy. Because other people might probably be doing that, come and buy, and they will just walk past that person and then they're looking for people who truly understand. People are looking for who can connect with them. People want to connect with you first before they buy. Alright? So now we're going straight to the simple strategies to be visible. Alright? Seek out communities. Number one, you want to seek out communities where you believe your customers are. Remember the process you came through. You already know who your ideal customers are. So by knowing who your ideal customers are, you should already know where they spend the better part of their time. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on a particular community on Facebook? Alright? Are you attending to kids? You want to search out for mothers and fathers, the groups where they gist and go there. Alright? Are you making clothes for maybe single ladies that are seeking for a husband and they want to look sexy so that they will attract the husband? You want to go for communities where they are talking a lot about marriages, how to get your husband. You want to go to such communities. Alright? So you want to go to communities where you believe your ideal customers are and be there. Now, once you have joined, you want to begin to interact intelligently. So if, for example, somebody makes a post in a community or an Instagram post, so let's say a celebrity that you believe your ideal customers is always following, the celebrity makes a post there and probably asks a question or probably gives a task for the people to do. You want to sound intelligent. You don't want to come and say, come and buy, oh, I'm selling this. Some people go to people's comment section and say, I'm selling hair. Read the caption of what that person is saying. Assimilate it. understand it, and then respond intelligently. Do you know what that does? If you do it consistently, let's say you're following maybe 3, 4, 5 people and you believe that your ideal customers are following them, what that does is that that person notices you, the owner of that page notices you, and then the people following that person notices you. So if, for example, somebody is complaining that, I went to this place, so my tailor did this one, my tailor did not do this one, and then you go and prefer solution. Oh, how about maybe if you have a wedding in 2 weeks' time, all right, how about going a week or 2 weeks before the date of the wedding, instead of going few days, so that the tailor will not disappoint you. Are you seeing? Somebody is complaining in a community and you are giving them solution. What happens? Remember, you have put your page in order. That person will automatically click on your page to see what you're doing. Do you know what you have done? If your page is beautiful, you have gotten a customer. You have gotten a customer, just like that. Are you saying? So you go to communities where you believe your ideal customers are, and you are engaging actively, intelligently. You are not insulting people. You are not joining them to say your mama, you're a craze, and you are using your business handle to do all those things and fighting back and forth. People will run away from, they say this one now where I can't even do business at all, or with him. Alright? So the next thing you want to do is, of course, create quality and unique content, which we have talked about. Alright? You want to consistently, so you are not just creating content, you're creating unique content that these people can connect with. And you're not just doing it once in a while. Alright? So you have put your place in order. You who came here, by God's grace, my dream is that in the next maybe 6 months or even 3 months, I've done 1 or 2 changes to the place that will make it more attractive. Consistent improvement, consistent change. So that when these people come, if they came today and they see that you are at this level, and maybe they just say, okay, let me just go and maybe come back, and they come in 2 weeks and they say, this person's game is getting tighter. Do you understand? Consistently improving on your content. Alright? Another thing you could use is hashtags. Hashtags to get visibility. Hashtags. Now, hashtags are a form of tags that it's a tool that both Instagram or Facebook or even probably Google search they do. For Google search, they call it there's a search engine. There's this SI something, like I've forgotten the words that they use for it. But for Google, there are some words that you put on probably your blog, on your website. That's where people keywords. Yes, exactly. On Google, keywords that you put on even on Instagram, there are some keywords that you use that when people tap on search, they write that thing. So for example, I'm a fashion designer and there's fashion designer on my bio. Alright? And someone just put fashion designer in Aja and there's Aja in my bio. Automatically my business will pop up. Alright? So that's what hashtag does for you. So when people is looking for fashion designer in Shangotedo, fashion designer in Aja, fashion designer in Lekki, fashion designer in Lagos, those are some hashtags that when they click, you should be there. You are using it. You are not missing. So once somebody is looking for something that they need and they are searching through, of course, you're not the only one using that hashtag. So that's why your content must be unique to you. In as much as I do kids outfits, there are other designers that do kids outfits. Now, somebody might go to this other person's page, very beautiful, very unique, and then they come to my page, wow, very beautiful. My content is not the same as that person. I'm not copying that person's content, that person is not copying my content. We are all unique. So you will see that the people who are drawn to you will come to you. The people who are drawn, there's no competition. If there's anything I want to help you understand in this business, like all of you now seated here in this class, you are going to be competitors. But trust me, you are unique, you're unique. And anybody that is buying from you is attracted to your own uniqueness. Do you understand? People are drawn to you for whatever reason that they are. I might not be drawn to Dima. Do you understand? But I might be drawn to Olivia. There's someone that might not be drawn to Olivia, but they are drawn to Dima. Are you listening? So that's how life is. Your own responsibility is to understand your uniqueness and then use it like mad. Like me, I like to play, I like to dance, I like to talk, I like to smile. When you see me, you must love me. Whether you like it or not, you must love me. You understand? embrace it, understand. See, if you're the calm, cool, collected, there are people who are drawn to that calm, cool. There are people that don't like rash people like me. Yes, it's true. I'm Raz, I understand. The people that love me like that. When there's some people that like, oh my goodness, of course I may not be crazy like crazy, but some people just feel like, no, the energy this woman is too much. I want somebody who is cool, calm, collected, and then they'll go and look for Toyosi. Cool, calm, you know, everything she's doing you so, and then she has gone to say bye-bye, and she'll go and sit down. I'm going to say, oh my God, I love the way she just carries herself. You'll be amazed at what makes people buy from you. You'll be amazed. Alright? So you want to create unique content and then you want to use hashtags. So once you are creating unique content and you use hashtags on your pages, on your items, what happens is that people scroll through and they are searching for who to buy from. Like I said, because you are unique from this other person, I'll be drawn to you, I might be drawn to you, and then I can now decide, okay, this person is cool, calm, collected, I love cool, calm, collected, and then I buy from that person, alright? Yeah, so the next thing you want to be doing is you have to be consistent, alright? So 1 minute, I think my battery is running down. I'm coming, let me get a charger. I hope you're enjoying the class. You are laughing at me, Abby, don't worry. Okay, I want to connect my charger right now. I hope you're enjoying the class. Let me know if you're enjoying the class. I might not be seeing it, but yeah, I hope you're enjoying the class. Alright, so back to what I was saying. Number 4. Right? Be consistent. Be consistent. Now, a lot of people confuse consistent as posting every day. Posting 10 times in a day. That's not consistency. Alright? Some people will post 10 posts in one day on Instagram and they will not see them in the next 2 weeks. And they will say they are not selling. Imagine that we have 4 designers. So 4 of you are living in the same environment. Okay? And then 2 of you are always consistent. I come, I'm passing and seeing your shop is always open. In the night, say you are open. And then 2 of you, today you open. My head is aching me. I cannot stress myself. I can't come and die. And then you go and rest. 1 week you are not opened. And then I just remember, I have this party I need to go. I need to make my I will not even know that people are existing. I'll just go straight to the people that have been seen. And I'll go and patronize them. That's what consistency means. Now, consistency means that if you have decided that you want to be posting once a week, that once a week, you do it. You choose every Monday by 12 p.m. I want to be posting a quality content, and that's going to last me for the whole week because I might be doing other things in my business. Every Monday, because your content is great, people will always come and look for you the next Monday. That is consistency. If you choose to post only 3 times in a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, and you choose that every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday by 9 a.m., I'll create my post, pictures of my work, talk about it. I'm not bombarding my audience with 10 pictures a day. No. 1 or 2 quality pictures that leaves them excited. So they are coming every day, oh my God, this cloth is wow. And they will go again, they will come back, oh my God, hey, Oma must buy this cloth. So imagine that you don't post anything, you just leave that, you just give a space in between, and they'll just come, they'll be waiting for the next one. Hey, when will this person post the next one? Oh my God. You know, but you're consistent, they know that so day is when this person comes. So they'll always look out for you for those days that you are consistent. So you don't have to sleep on Instagram to sell. The only thing you need to do is when somebody, just be sure that you are with your phone so that if there's a DM, somebody asking you how much do you sell this product on your DM, you're responding to them. Even if you're not posting every day. All right. So another thing that can help you to be visible is influencers. Number 5, using influencers. Now, influencers are people who have this command. All right. They have this command. They have this way of affecting the way people perceive things. All right. So like celebrities. The reason why some people will join and come out and fight, do NSAS, is because some people are loyal to probably Falz the bad guy. Some people are loyal to some of those top celebrities. And when those celebrities say a thing, they can kill themselves to ensure that that thing is being done. You see the video will say, oh yeah, do I know that that is it. That is going to give you 1 million when you do it. And you see even my papa, old man, people that can give it to me 10 times, you know, those are people who influences people. Now, before you choose an influencer, you want to understand your brand. You want to understand your values. You don't go to every influencer to influence your product. Why? Because the people following that person, your ideal clients might not be there. So you want to be sure that your ideal customer is following this person and that person's value aligns with your own values. Alright? So that when you are trying to attract customer, you don't want to use an influencer that will chase customer away from your brand. So you understand your values, understand what that influencer stands for, and then you reach out to that person. So what that person does is, you probably want to create a relationship. Now these influencers, what they do is, they have a fee that you can pay them, and once you pay them, they will begin to talk about your brand. People are different. There are some people that you just pay, they'll just post your picture, they will not even influence anything, they just say dress by. You will not sell, let me tell you. Yes, I beat my chest, you will not sell. You want to look out for people who are passionate about people who truly pay them to do something. Or you probably want to build a relationship with these influencers. Comment, let them see you very active on their page. And then when you now reach out to them, don't tell them that do this for me. Just ask them, can I just give, you don't even need to mention my name, I just want to gift you with this. In a way of building a relationship with them. Once you just go straight to them and say, okay, please influence this for me, how much is your money? They'll just collect your money and say, okay, no problem, they'll collect your money. Say, buy this thing, no, it's very nice, and they'll dump it on their page. Whether people buy or not is none of their business. But if you build a relationship with these influencers, you intentionally go to them, not because, yes, you want them to influence for you, but you don't want them to feel like the immediate thing I want to do for me is influence. You want to give value to that person. Create a relationship. If you need to be consistently commenting, answering questions on their behalf, there's some people I've seen, they will say they are Tiwa Savage lovers. Fan pages. You see people opening fan pages in the name of that person, and then they'll be promoting anything that person is promoting, they'll be promoting it for that person. And that person is getting traction from that. Do you think that if that person come and meet that celebrity, that person will not, the celebrity will not go to heaven and earth to influence for that person? That's the mistake a lot of brands. So and they will tell you that, hey, influencing is not working, Shere. I did that woman my money, she just chop and she not do anything for me. Yes, because you've not built a relationship with them. And then influencing might not work for you too. Influencing does not work for me. I've tried it, it did not work. That was when I learned my lesson. To build a relationship first. I don't just pay you to do it. If they'll collect your money and just say, hey, come on, they'll just take your words, or yeah, write what you want, and they'll just post it. But there's something about influencing. People know the voice of the person they are following. So if you give the person your own words, people will not connect with you because they are not following you. But if you have built a relationship with that influencer, what happens? The influencer speaks with passion. Hey, I want this for today. Come and see how people are looking at you. Hey, if you know what is good for you, rush down to that. You will see the passion. And it is that passion people will connect to and go to your page, follow you, and buy from you. Not, they'll just dress, they'll even look, stand where they just dress by Shikena. You will not sell. So if you are using influencers, shine your eye where and use good influencers, alright? So, and then we have Instagram tools. You have different tools that Instagram have provided for you. Like what I'm doing now is I'm doing IG live. Alright, what this does for me is that as many people that have used this, if I decide to leave it on my page, alright, people that are not even following me will come and watch this video. It's giving me visibility. Some people might even share it to their own. If this course or this training has been very beneficial, you see people sharing this stuff. Alright, so what happens? Once people share your content, more people know about you and follow you. That's visibility. More people follow you. Alright? So there are a lot of tools, stories, reels on Instagram. Okay? There are a lot of tools. Even WhatsApp. WhatsApp has business, WhatsApp business, and WhatsApp business have a lot of tools also that you can use. A lot of tools. I don't know what I pressed. I think I pressed something. I can hear music. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. There's a music. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but Siri is playing music for me and I don't want Siri. Okay, sorry about that. I mistakenly pressed my earpiece and then Siri went to start making. Siri was playing music for me when I'm teaching. Thank you. Alright, so the last tool that I use, actually, I use this one very, very well, alright? But if you're just starting out, you want to try out the first 6 strategies I have mentioned. But the last strategy that I use consistently on my own business is Facebook Instagram ads, sponsored ads, alright? That's one tool that I've used to gain a lot of visibility. Instagram Facebook ads. Other platforms have their own other form of advertising. Okay, so what that does for you is that you have a content and you're promoting it, and Facebook is showing, or Instagram is showing your product to people who you have targeted. So remember, one of the problems you solve is understanding who your ideal customers is, right? So you understand what they are, understand their behavior, you understand what they do, where they spend their time, and then when you're running that ad, you're targeting those people. Okay? You're targeting those people. So basically, these are the strategies that you want to use to gain visibility and attract people to your page. Alright? Now, it doesn't end there. There's still a lot of work to do. And I'm inviting you to sign up for my webinar that is coming real soon. I'm going to be posting it on the page after this class, alright? I'm going to be showing you how to understand your customers' behavior and actually get them to buy. So when these people come to your page, how do you then convince them to buy from you? Because when they follow you and begin to like, they don't buy immediately. They are observing you. They want to see if they can truly connect with you, they can truly trust you. Alright? So I'm going to be holding a webinar on the 23rd of January. Alright? You want to sign up. If you're interested, just send me a DM and say #sell on Instagram. #sell on Instagram, and I'm going to send you the details of what we're going to be doing on the 23rd. I'm going to be teaching you on how to understand the behavior of your ideal customers and how the things to say to get them to buy from you. The fee is 5,000 naira. Alright, my students will get that for free because they are my students. So you want to be getting lots of these free, for a lot of these things I'm doing for free. You can either enroll for our training, alright, or you always sign up each time I have webinars like this. You sign up. So if you're interested, just send me a DM #sell on Instagram, and I'll send you the details on how to enroll for this course. And if you're looking for a fashion school where you can actually learn the right skills, not just only how to sew, alright, the right skills, the complete package. You need this complete. See, when I go to school, they teach me how to sew very well. But now me struggle, learn how to sell my product. Alright, so in my school, I decided my students will not struggle to sell. they will get and acquire the right skills on how to sew, and then the right skills on how to position themselves, the right skills on how to attract their customers, the right skills on how to market their products. So if you have not enrolled in our school, you have very limited time, very limited time. Send us a DM and let's give you all the information that you need to be part of our school. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, I'm going to upload this on our YouTube channel. Alright, so all you need to do is just go to Gramet Fashion on YouTube. Alright, subscribe, watch the video, and ask me your questions there, and I'll respond to you. Bye. Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoy.